Yes guys, welcome to a new video. We're going to take a look at where did it all go wrong for Antonio Conte and Tottenham Hotspur. There was loads of enthusiasm when he was first announced as a manager back in November 2021, as you can see from these tweets on screen. I also want you to take a look at this. For those that don't know, this is Expressions Oozing, big Tottenham fan. He's got his own YouTube channel. This is what he had to say.
Got Antonio Conte, fam. He's landed, fam. The Italian stallion, you know them way there, fam. Is man mad? I'm telling you, bruv. I am gas. I am gas. Any man that can bring his hairline back like that must bring a Tottenham a trophy.
Well, there you go. You see, the Tottenham fans were buzzing. They was ecstatic with the signing. Antonio Conte, serial winner, won so many trophies. But in this 18 months since he's been at the football club, no success, and now Spurs are falling down the table. What's gone wrong? Right, lads, let's get into it. But before I get into sort of like what's actually gone wrong, I just want to give you my view on a little bit of a top line opinion on Tottenham Hotspur as a football club. Where are they? What should be their realistic goals? Okay, well, they don't spend enough money, realistically, to compete for the title on a regular basis. However, they've been blessed with having one of the best strikers in world football at their football club for the last 8, 9, 10 years, whatever it's been, in Harry Kane. And they've struck up a really good partnership between him and Son. So that's something to take into consideration. They're in the Champions League. For me, this season, they should have been challenging from the league. Realistically, I didn't expect them to win the league, but I would have expected them to be within 15 points maybe of Man City. And people say, no, that's unrealistic. They've got one of the world's best strikers, and Son, who obviously also got top goal scorer last season as well. So I think it's a completely fair and realistic thing to say. But let's jump into it. First of all, main issue Tottenham need to sort out is with their managers, because they do like to chop and change their managers quite a little bit, the style of manager. They've gone for Mourinho, they had Poch, Mourinho, totally different styles of manager. They've got Conte in, and I just feel like as a club, Tottenham need to decide what style of football they want to play. Do they want to play a nice, attractive brand of football, pass and move, get the ball forward, you know, Liverpool way, City way, or do they want to play this counter-attacking style, like the Mourinho, like the Conte? You know, I'm seeing rumours of maybe Poch is going to come back. He's a completely different style of manager to Conte. He's going to need a completely different set of football players. They need to stick with one set of principles and work their way down. If you look at my club, for example, Man City, our academy, our women's team, our men's team, they all play in exactly the same way. And I think at Tottenham, I'm looking at the managers chopping and changing. Pochettino, nice passing football, to Conte with Mourinho playing defensive, counter-attacking football. They need to sort that out, first of all. Well, let's get into it then. Where are they in the Premier League then this season, guys? Tottenham Hotspur are currently sat in 5th position after their loss last night against Manchester City. 1 win in 5, and they are slipping away from that top 4. Newcastle with only 1 loss this season. I mean, they're looking kind of pretty safe at the moment for top 4 position, but they're still inexperienced. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But you got to look at it and say, well, why are they 5th? Something's really, really concerning here, guys. Really, really concerning. Look at this. Goals for 39. That's reasonable. Look, that's more than United, more than Newcastle. And it's up there with the sort of Arsenal. Only City, really, are kind of clear of that. And it's clear of the teams below it. Look at the goals against. I was not shocked, but I was stunned to see how bad their goals against is. 31 goals conceded this season. That's the worst defence out of the top 12 teams in the Premier League. That is incredible, guys. Incredible. So then you have to ask yourself, well, why? What is going on here? Well, then you go to the squad, okay? I've gone to Transfermarkt here to have a look at the squad, and I've sorted it by minutes played. Look at the defenders for Tottenham Hotspur. Eric Dyer. Not good enough for a title challenging team. In my opinion, not good enough for a top 4 team. My opinion. Maybe you could have him as a sub, as a 3rd choice, 4th choice. He won't get anywhere near my team. Not good enough. Hugo Lloris is not a good enough goalkeeper. I know people will be like, oh yeah, but he won the World Cup. I don't care. He's not good enough. He's not good enough, as proven by this rough form. This is not reactionary to his current form. He's just not a great goalkeeper, in my view. I don't think he's particularly great on the ball, and he doesn't inspire confidence in pulling off saves. Yeah, he's got the odd world-class save in him, but I think it's time for him to go. He's 36 years old. Get him gone. Not good enough. So that's two problems. I come down the list. Obviously, he's got Perisic now playing in sort of a left wing back position. You know, I rate him. 33 years old. I rate him, but 33 years old. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Where's the project here? That's an issue for me. I'm going to put it as an issue. Ben Davies. I actually like Ben Davies. I think he's an okay player. Is he a player that should be in a team that's challenging for the top four or hopefully the title if you're a Tottenham fan? Probably not. Not good enough. Emerson Royale, I mean, to be honest, I've seen him have some good games. I've seen him have some absolute stinkers. I would put him in the bracket of maybe needs replacing. Probably needs replacing. Could be a backup, but I don't think he's good enough. That's 5. This is you're seeing an issue. Christian Romero, I actually kind of rate Christian Romero. I think he's decent, so he's all right. Lenglet's not good enough. Sessegnon, still young, but is he a left winger? Is he a left back? Is he a left wing back? You know what I mean, I don't really know. I'll probably keep him in there. And then you got Doherty as well, who's also like a wing back. It's a massive issue. The defence for Spurs is arse, guys. It's arse. And now I will come to this. I come to his Wikipedia page. And we already know this, but I think it's pretty cool because it's on the Wikipedia page. Conte is credited with the repopularisation of the 3-5-2 formation after it had seen very limited use since its heyday at the 90 World Cup. Antonio Conte is one of the very few managers in world football that's managed to get this 3 at the back sort of system playing well consistently. And Tottenham have completely disrespected that defence. Look at the defence, guys. It's simply not good enough. Not good enough. The stats prove it. The eye test proves it. I wouldn't have him at any. I wouldn't have any of them players. Maybe I'd have Romero. That's probably about it at City. None of them are good enough. And you go to Liverpool and you say, would you take any of these players? I doubt they would. You got United. Would you take any of these players? I doubt you would. Arsenal, the same. Newcastle, the same. And that's the problem. You've got a manager in who depends on a solid back line. That's his foundation. And leave it, and the board have not given him the funds to go and improve it. Then the players are simply not good enough. They're not good enough. So, you know, they need to improve that. They really, really do. I want to come to something else, though. And that is the transfers for this season. Tottenham Hotspur spent €169 million. 169 million euros. They bought Richarlison, who they didn't need. And now people might go, oh yeah, but we don't have no backup. Focus on your first team. You had Son, Kulusevski and Kane. Focus on your first team. 60 million euros. Didn't need him. Christian Romero, 50 million. Good signing. Other than injuries, he's played every game. Good signing. Bissouma. You got him because he was cheap. You didn't get him because you wanted him. You got him because he was cheap, because he was going through that little bit of a assault charge at the time. Destiny, 20 million. You never see him. Jed Spence, 15 million. You never see him. You spent all this money and only one of the players actually starts for the team. It makes no sense to me. The transfer strategy is all over the place. If Tottenham Hotspur would have gone out with that money, right, and instead of signing Richarlison, I still probably would have got Romero, so I'll back that. So Richarlison, you're getting 60 million euros. Basumi, you're getting 30, that's 90. Call it another 30, right? So you got 120 million. Yeah, you've already got Christian Romero. I go buy another centre-back for 60 mil, and I go and buy a proper full-back instead of having a 33-year-old Perisic, who, by the way, I actually think is good. But the point I'm trying to make is Tottenham Hotspur shouldn't be signing 33-year-olds or 32-year-olds, whatever he was when he came into the club. Do you get me? So it's just wild, man. It's just wild because Tottenham Hotspur, they've got this new stadium. And I just feel like they are spending money. So they're not like Arsenal in the sense that Arsenal didn't spend money when they moved into the Emirates. They are spending money, but they're just spending it in the wrong ways. And they've got a manager who needs a solid back five. And they've not got a solid back five as proved by the stats. So what happens now with Spurs, I don't know. I think Conte definitely leaves at the end of the season. I think he thought that maybe he could work with Tottenham, work with the squad, work with the decent money but not mega money that you get at Spurs. But nah, whoever's making them calls for the transfers, it surely is not Conte. You're telling me Conte signed Destiny or Jed Spence? Or I just don't believe it when he's looking at his defenders and he's looking at Ben Davies and Eric Dyer. Nah. So who's making the calls, guys? Who's making the calls? This is the big question at Tottenham Hotspur. You know, is the Conte project over? He's out of contract in the summer. Is he going to walk? Is he going to re-sign? I don't think he'll re-sign, and I don't blame him. And the only people to blame for this, in my view, is probably the board, because they've not backed him. And I don't believe for 1 minute, I could be completely wrong. If there's any Spurs fans watching, let me know in the comments, but I do not believe for 1 minute Conte would have been happy with just one single centre-back in Christian Romero. And if you would have said to him, do you want me to buy Destiny for 20 and Jed Spence for 15, or do you want me to go and get you another centre-back for 50? You come on. He's going to take the centre-back. Surely he is. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Whose fault is this that Tottenham are in this mess? Is the Conte project over? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.